Hi Evan. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations on the win. I'm Casey from the Spike.gg, and before we begin the interview, I would just like to get to know your thoughts about the match.
Yeah, I think overall, I think we played a little bit sloppy. I mean, we kind of got dumpstered on two maps, but I think our mental today was really good. Like we didn't let it really get to us. I think the Gen.G match, we were still a little bit in our own heads. So I don't think we played perfect, but at the end of the day, the win is what matters, and good teams will be able to get wins when they're having a bad day. So. Yeah, I mean, I think we played okay. I think we were able to rally towards the end, and I think that as the match went on, I thought we played better, with the exception of, was it the third or fourth map? The third map? Um, I mean, we really just had two maps that we just couldn't shoot. We weren't shooting back, so I think the other maps I thought we played fine. I think our macro was a little bit sloppy, but yeah, it's just about like the little improvements. I thought our macro got better as the day went on.
All right, thank you. Speaking of your maps, can you talk me through a little bit about your veto process? Obviously, like you mentioned, the first map, which was Fracture, it was your pick, but it didn't exactly go so well. So could you talk me through like how you came up with the specific vetoes that you did, the map picks that you did, and also can you reveal a bit about if you're thinking of switching up the map pool for the future as well?
Yeah, so usually it's like how you decide veto is a combination of, scrim results, match results, both you and your opponents, just how you're feeling on the map, like strats. Usually you want to come up with new strats, otherwise like they know exactly what you're doing off rip. So that's usually how we come up with like what maps we want to pick. Um, as for future, I mean, maybe if you're talking about like for tomorrow, that's a conversation that me, Ewok, and Crazy Guy need to have. So can't really answer that. We haven't had the discussion yet, so I think it just comes down to like we'll look at our veto versus Gen.G previously. We'll look at what maps we struggled on and did well on today, and adjust the veto accordingly if we need to.
All right, so uh, facing Gen.G once again. Last time it was a BO3. This time it's going to be a BO5. Is there any other preparation that you guys have apart from just focusing on your mental to go through all five maps if required?
Mm, I mean, of course, we have to look back at our match versus them and take notes and see like how they adjusted, any new rounds that they had, any new like set plays. But yeah, I think a lot of it is just focusing on us, focusing on, okay, well, what have we showed? We can still show other things as well. So it's all about like having a very deep strat book, which is something that I think Ewok especially has done really well on. Is just making sure that we still have new strats. If we need to make more tonight, then we'll make more tonight. So it's all about like just just playing as best as we can versus them for tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much. So now, moving on to questions about the team. So you obviously joined the team last year in around October, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah.
after you joined, obviously the team has seen quite a resurgence. This is probably the best result RRQ have had in their entire Pacific history since franchising. So how do you think you joining and your role in the team has impacted and has led to these results?
I would love to say that it's all because of me. It's all because I joined, but that's not the case. I'm just like a cog in the machine. And yeah, it's just about doing what I can best provide for the team, what I can take off of Ewok's shoulders in terms of like responsibility. And yeah, at the end of the day, like you have to have all the cogs in the machine running well. So I think it's yeah, like I hope that I had a significant positive impact, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one that can. That's not for me to say. That's for the other guys to say.
All right. So now speaking of cogs in the machine, Crazy Guy was actually the most recent addition to this team after Estrella parted ways with RRQ. So can you talk me through the thought process on bringing him in and replacing Estrella, and how you managed to incorporate him into the team and everything in between.
Yeah. So obviously, like losing your IGL is like probably the hardest piece to like replace, just because he's the one making the calls. A lot of times the coaches and the IGLs work very closely together on like game philosophy as well as how you want to play the map, or every map. So yeah, it was definitely tough at the start, but it's been good. I know Kong he's definitely like, he's our oldest player, so he has a lot of experience. He played CS, now he's here for Valorant. He played League as well. So yeah, I think he has also helped on the experience end. He talks a lot, which I think for us helps because we also are, a kind of younger, more inexperienced team. So yeah, I think as time goes, it's gotten better and better. Obviously, it's not going to be straight linear upwards. You're going to have some dips. But yeah, so far it's been good. It's been trending in the right direction.
All right. Thank you so much for that response. Now, my next question is going to be a bit about a sensitive topic. So if you can't answer, if you can't answer it, or if you don't want to answer it, that's completely fine. So I'm sure you've seen the recent drama surrounding VCT Pacific, with Termi and Frost and the accusations of scrim leaking. Would you like to comment on that if you can, and say anything?
I think the only thing I'll say about it is, like, in my opinion, it's wrong. It's wrong to do. Like, yeah, like, I don't think people should be doing it if they are. I don't have proof of people doing it, but if there is proof, like, they just shouldn't be doing it. Like, but yeah, other than that, like, I can't really say. Like,
all right,
so.
That's completely fine. Thanks for that. So now, moving on, obviously, RRQ first time on an international stage, and it's quite daunting to play with all these other teams from other regions for the first time. So how do you, as a coach, prepare your team to go up against such challenges?
I think for them, just having it be like a positive new experience is good. Like, it's not something that every team or even every player can say, hey, we've made it to an international. Some of us have been to international, but it's like it was lock-in. So it's like every team went. So does that really count? So yeah, and even like lock-in might be one of my top favorite moments, just because everyone's there. You get to socialize with people. So just having it be a fun, positive experience, and then obviously like we want to win. Like it's not like we're just there to have fun. But yeah, I think for us, it's like just try to win, but also enjoy it as well.
All right. So I also had a chance to talk with Moniet yesterday, and when I asked him if there were any teams he wanted to face, he was full of confidence, saying he's ready to play anyone. So from a coaching point of view, are there any teams that you want to face, or you want your team to face in Masters, and also are there any teams that you want to avoid facing if possible?
As for avoid, not really. There's no team that you really want to avoid. You want to be, if you want to win the entire tournament, you have to play everyone, right? You have to beat everyone. As for play, I mean, I have friends on like, G2 on Sentinels, or colleagues. A lot of the people that I know, like Kaplan, he was in Tier 2 of North Americas. Same with Josh. So like I've known them for years. So, as like, friends, colleagues, whatever you want to call us, like I would like to play them. It also helps that they're good. So like, you want to play versus good teams, and you want to have a good showing versus good teams as well. So probably I might be a little bit biased towards Americas just because I'm from America. But yeah, probably those two.
All right. So thank you, Evan. That was all of my questions for today. And also all the best for your upcoming match with Gen.G.
All right. Thank you.